Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to auto-generate monthly sales insight using AI agent. So I'm an owner of a business and I keep the record of monthly sales in my business in my Google Sheets. Now over here, I have to sit down and analyze each and every month's sales and create the summarize and insights of it, which is a very time consuming and hectic task. So what if I tell you, you can simply automate this entire process by creating AI agent using Pabbly Connect, that too without need of any coding and programming skills. Yes. So now as I've created this AI agent, what is going to happen? As soon as I'm going to add the details of my new monthly sales in my Google Sheets, automatically an AI agent is going to analyze the data and generate the summarized form of the monthly sales. As the insight is going to be generated, I want to create the documentation of that monthly sale data. Now for that, we are going to create a document in our Google Docs account with the help of the pre-created template that we have already created beforehand. So now if you want to learn how to create this amazing AI agent for yourself, for your business, then let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to auto-generate monthly sales insights using AI agent. So as an owner of an online retail business, I use Google Sheets to record all the monthly sales data in one place. I use Google Docs to prepare monthly sales report for my team and stakeholders. To streamline the reporting process, I've started using an AI agent to automatically analyze my monthly sales data and generates its insights. So this AI agent is automatically going to pick the data from my Google Sheets and it is going to create a summary that is going to be the monthly sale insight content, and as the content is going to be generated, it will create a structured report in my Google Docs automatically every month. This helps me save time, make data-driven decisions more efficiently. And I'm going to create this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So firstly, I'm going to show you how this AI agent works in real time. I'm going to add the data of my new monthly sales in my Google Sheets. And after that, I'm going to check whether automatically a new document has been created and added back in my Google Sheets right here or not of my monthly sales insight by the AI agent. Okay. So now let us add in all the required details right here. So this is the monthly sales of a product in my business. Month is May 2025. Product name is summer dress. Category women apparel. The quantity sold is 95. Unit price is $12.99. Total amount is 1,23,405 and the revenue is 1,17,000. So this is the monthly sale of this product right here. Now I'm going to wait for a few seconds for this AI agent to process and add back the sales document back in my Google Sheets right here. So I'm going to wait over here for a few seconds. And you can see right over here, automatically a document has been uploaded. If I'm going to open this link from here, and you can see right over here, a link has been downloaded. If I'm going to open the document, this is the monthly insight report of May 2025 of the product summer dress. Okay, this was the product that I've entered. You can see right here. It says, summer dress and women apparel category achieved remarkable sales performance. A total of 95 units were sold at unit price at $1,299, resulting a total revenue of 1,23,405 and net revenue of 1,17,000 after deducting any cost or returns. When comparing this month's sales figures to the average quantities sold of the summer dress, which stands at 26 items, it is evident that the performance this month is significantly above the average. This is clear indication of strong demand and effective sales strategies during this period, possibly driven by seasonal trends or promotional activities aimed at summer apparel. You can see right away, automatically the monthly insight has been generated and created as a document by my AI agent. So this is how this AI agent is going to work in real time, and we're going to create this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, on which you have two options: sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account, but if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I'm an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. Then you can see the all Pabbly apps in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to select this Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you, and in order to create a new AI agent in our Pabbly Connect account, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button. Firstly, it is asking for the workflow name, for which I'm going to write it as AI agent to auto-generate monthly sales insights. This is the name of my workflow. For the folder on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created these many folders, from which I'm going to select this AI agents folder, and then I'm going to click on this create button right here. A new workflow has been created, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up a trigger step first, in which my trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Sheets. In my Google Sheets, I'm going to keep the record of my monthly sales, okay? And as soon as I'm going to do that, trigger should capture the response of that. That is why my trigger application is Google Sheets, and event is going to be new updated spreadsheet row. Then Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. By following the steps given here below in the help desk, with the help of this URL, we are going to build a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here, open the spreadsheet. From the panel, go to extensions, add-ons, and get add-ons option right over here. This window is then going to appear in front of you, on which on the search apps, I'm going to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks right here. You can see that I've already installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, so I'm going to move forward. But if you have not installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, please do install it, so that with the help of this webhook, we are going to build a connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets. After installing, go back and refresh the spreadsheet from here. After refreshing the spreadsheet, go back to extension, and now you can see this option Pabbly Connect webhooks, on which select this option initial setup right over here. The initial setup dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, on which it is asking for the webhook URL and for us to select the trigger column. For the webhook URL, firstly I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. For the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. In this spreadsheet, my trigger column is going to be column G, because as soon as the net revenue is going to be added of my monthly sales data, I want the entire row's data should be forwarded towards this webhook URL. So for my trigger column over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it as column G, okay? And then I'm going to click on this submit button right over here. As I've done that, it says setup configured successfully. Now I'm going to go back. The steps that I'm going to tell you right now are super important. So please do not forget to follow them. Go back to extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks. Now from the drop down, you need to select this option that is send on event. It is mandatory to click on send on event. Why? Because as soon as you're going to enter the new data in the spreadsheet is going to collect the new data and send it towards this webhook URL. That is why it is mandatory to click on send on event. So this is how you build the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. If I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, it says waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether Google Sheets is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the due date of the new monthly sales in the spreadsheet, and after that I'm going to check whether automatically the trigger over here captures the response of the new data being added or not. Okay, so let me enter the new data right here in the spreadsheet. So you can see right away I've added the new data. The month is May 2025. Product is linen shirt. It is a product for women apparel. Sold item is 65. Unit price is 999. Total amount is 64,935. Net revenue is 62,000. Okay. So as I've added in all the details, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. And yes, you can see the response has been captured. Unit price is 999. This is the total amount you can see right over here. This is the sold item, that is 65. This is a product name, category, the net revenue, and the month. So as the response has been captured in my trigger, this means that Google Sheets is connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step, in which from our action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as OpenAI. OpenAI is the AI agent that I'm using in my business. If you want to use any other AI agent or any other AI platform according to your requirement, you can definitely do that, okay? For the action event, I'm going to select it as ChatGPT, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection. It is asking for the token, with the help of which we're going to build a connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. To generate a new token, go to this hyperlink given here below in the help desk right here. OpenAI's API keys page is then going to appear in front of you. In order to create a new token, go to this create new secret key button on the top right corner. Firstly, we have to enter the name of the token. So for the name of the token, I'm going to write it as demo. Okay, so this is the name of my token. Project is going to be default. Permission, select it as all, and then create the secret token from here. The token is generated, copy it from here and paste it in this token field and click on the save button. OpenAI has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. For the AI model, I'm going to use GPT-4o Mini. If you want to use any other AI models for your business, you can definitely do that according to your requirement. It is asking for the prompt next. Prompt is a text with the help of which an AI agent is going to generate the content according to our requirement. In the prompt, we need to specify all the things that we want and do not want. So for the prompt over here, for my use case, I'm going to write it as... So this is the prompt that I've written. You are a sales insight assistant. For each entry, the data is as following. Okay, so this is the entry. I have to enter the data right here. Use the following average quantity sold for the reference. Okay, so these are the 3 products that I've entered. I've entered the average sold right over here. So these are the average quantity sold reference, and these are the 3 points that I require, whether the quantity sold this product is below, at or above the average quantity sold of the specific product. Format the output in a short, simple monthly insight reports for the month for the product specified. Insight should be in more than 150 words. Do not include any charts or formatting characters like double star or hashtag. Okay, so this is the prompt that I've written, and for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous steps. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to select the field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on it, the response that is captured in our previous step is going to appear in front of you. It is asking for the month. Here is the month for which I want to generate the monthly insight. So I'm going to select the date of the month from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, the data is mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly, for the product name, I'm going to map the data of the product name right over here. For the category over here, I'm going to map the data of the category right here. I'm going to map the data for the quantity sold. I'm going to map the data of the quantity sold right over here. For the unit price, I'm going to map the data of the unit price right here. For the total, I'm going to map the data of the total right over here. And similarly, for the net revenue, I'm going to map the data of the net revenue right here. Okay. This is the prompt. I'm going to click on this Save and Send Test Request button next. As I've done that, I've received a response, which is a positive response. In the response, this is the monthly insight report generated for the product that we have entered in our Google Sheets. In May 2025, the linen shirt part of the women's apparel category sold 65 units. This performance significantly exceeds the average quantity sold for this product type, which stands at just 15 units. Compared to the average, this month's sales shows an impressive increase, reflecting a substantial demand for this particular product. Analyzing the number, the total revenue, you can see the monthly insight has been generated for this product that we have entered in our Google Sheets by our AI agent. Okay, so as now this monthly insight is generated, I want to create a documentary. I want to create a document of this insight to share it with my investors or with my team. Now for that, we are going to add an action step in this workflow, in which from my action application, I'm going to select it as Google Docs. As with the help of Google Docs pre-created template, we are going to create the documentations for each and every monthly sales for the product. Okay, this is the template that I've created in the name of monthly sales insight template. In this template, I have added this variable right over here. What is a variable? This is the value that is sales summary. In front of it and in the end of it, I've added 2 curly brackets, which makes this a variable. In place of this variable, we are going to enter the value that is this monthly insight generated by my AI agent. We are going to add it in place of this variable in this document. Okay, my action event is going to be create document from template. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you. On which click on add new connection, then click on this sign in with Google button right over here. It is asking for me to choose an account. Which account do we want to connect to Pabbly Connect? So this is the account right here. I'm going to select it. Then it is asking for the permission for the account, for which I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to do that from here. And as I've done that, you can see Google Docs is connected to Pabbly Connect. After connecting, for the template over here, I'm going to select it as monthly sales insight template. So for this template document over here, I'm going to select as monthly sales insights template. Okay. Now it is asking for the new document name. From this template, multiple documents are going to be created. So for the document name over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the data of the product name over here. Then I'm going to give a space. Then I'm going to enter the month, and over here I'm going to write it as name, that is linen shirt, May 2025 monthly sales. Okay, so this is the name of the new document that is going to be created. For the new documents location, it is going to be monthly sales inside folder that I've created in my Google Drive. So I'm going to search for it right here. So this is the folder I'm going to select it. And this is the sales summary. This is the field that I've created right over here. You can see, okay. In place of this field, I want to map the data of the content generated. So I'm going to do that. And then click on this save and send test request button right here. As I've done that, I've received the document ID, which is a positive response. If I'm going to open my Google Drive folder right here and refresh this folder from here, you can see a new document has been generated over here in my Google Drive folder for linen shirt May 2025 monthly sales. And this was the same monthly insight generated by my AI agent, okay? So as now this document has been successfully created in my Google Docs, you can see this document that I've created. I want to share this document with my team or the investors that I have in my business. Now this document should be shareable with everyone, but no, this document on the top right corner says private to only me. I cannot every time do this manually. I cannot every time change the access of this file that has been generated as accessible with everyone. Instead of doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, in which my action application, I'm going to select it as Google Drive. Action event is going to be share a file with anyone. Okay, this is the event. And then I'm going to click on this connect button, on which I'm going to select the existing connection. But if you want, you can add a new connection in the previous manner only. Then I'm going to click on the save button right over here. Now over here, firstly it is asking for the file ID. Which file do we want to make accessible to everyone? For the file ID, I'm going to toggle this map button on, erase this existing data from here. And in place of the file ID, I'm going to map the data of this document ID, as I want to make this document accessible to everyone. Okay, so I'm going to map the data of the document ID right here. And then simply click on this save and send test request button right here. And as we're going to do that, automatically this file that we have created in our Google Drive folder is going to be accessible to everyone. In the response, we are going to receive all types of links which we can use to share it to our team or the investors. Okay. So now in this response, we have received this PDF document right here. And I want to keep the record of this PDF document link back in my Google Sheets right here. For that, I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, in which my action application, I'm going to select it as Google Sheets again. Action event is going to be update row, okay? And then I'm going to click on this connect button, on which I'm going to select the existing connection and click on this save button. For the spreadsheet, I'm going to select the spreadsheet as monthly sales tracker. So for the spreadsheet, I'm going to select this spreadsheet from here. And there is only one sheet. So for the sheet, I'm going to select it as sheet 1. We have to map the data of the row index right here. We have received the row index in our first Google Sheet step. So I'm going to map the data. And I need to just update the sales document. So I'm going to map the data of the PDF file right over here in place of the sales document field. And click on the save and send test request button. I've received a response, which is a positive response. And you can see the document has been updated right here. And if I'm going to open the link, you can see a document has been downloaded. And there's the same insight that was generated by my AI agent, the same document. Okay. So as now the record has been created back in my spreadsheet, this means that we have successfully created this AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So now to sum till now what we have done, the trigger is Google Sheets new updated spreadsheet row. As soon as the new monthly sales of a product is going to be added in the spreadsheet, the trigger is going to capture the response of that. An AI agent, that is OpenAI ChatGPT, using the details is going to generate the monthly sales insight compared to the average sold product. And then over here, as I'm going to create the documentation of this generated content, I'm going to use Google Docs create document from template. As a document is going to be generated using this step, I want to make this document accessible to everyone so that I can share it with my teams or the investors. For that, I've used Google Drive share a file with anyone, in which we have received the PDF file link. And I want to update that link back in my Google Sheets to create the systematic record. For that, I've added this action step, that is Google Sheets update row. And in this manner, I have created this amazing AI agent to auto-generate monthly sales insight using Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.